We did one preparation. Are you were present or not present? Mariam?
I was present, I think.
Okay, then see your notes and tell me. What did we do last? Preparation of haloalkanes. Oh, no one remembers or what? Amalya? I know it has
Sir,
been a
actually,
very.
I haven't studied this chapter and not attended the first class of yours.
No, yes, Surat, I know that you have not attended any of the lectures. But I'm asking the others who are present. Amalya, Fatima.
Sir, we
Yes.
were doing from alkane, we did free radical hyperconjugation of alkane.
It's free radical halogenation of alkanes. Okay, so preparation of haloalkane. In this, we first studied from alkanes, and that too from alkanes. We studied what? We studied from alkanes, and in that we studied free radical halogenation. Free radical halogenation. Okay. One more thing for my previous student. I didn't receive any of the assignments. Did you submit the assignments?
No, sir.
No, not.
Sir, the one you said to submit on that day, I did.
Only one. Okay. Okay, fine. But you have more assignments pending, I guess, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, start doing those. Otherwise, that GOC part will vanish from your mind if you don't do the assignment. Okay.
Sir, this chapter, I'm not getting anything. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Okay. But are you revising or not? Because if you are not, I mean, the assignments that you did, it was fine initially. Like the answer that you gave, it was okay. But where is the problem happening? Tell me then.
Sir, in test I got 4.5.
I mean, I guess that is why you are thinking that I am not getting anything, because we have just started this chapter now.
Yes.
In my class, we have just started this. That GOC part was 11th standard because I had to revise 11th standard. Otherwise, you won't be getting the stability orders, and then you won't be getting the stability of carbocation free radical. Then there will be some sigma migration, hydrogen hydride shift, methyl shift that you won't get. That is why I did GOC. Now we have started the chapter. Just GOC you understood, right? General organic chemistry. You can make resonating structures.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make resonating structures. You can tell me about the stability. If I ask which is more stable, for example, you have this carbocation, and CS3 positive, then you can easily say that the second one is most stable because it is 3 degree, correct?
Sir, if a double bond comes in between, then how will we check?
What double bond comes in between? For example, tell me.
Like in the assignment you gave, some of them had double bonds. So I got confused.
Some of them had double bond. Okay, fine. Then I will discuss the assignment later. Okay. Double bond. In that double bond, you have to see resonance, no? For example, you have this type of structure, then this will show resonance. And if you have this type of structure, this is resonance. In the assignment, I have told you how to also, I have given some steps that you have to follow. This is only hyperconjugation. Correct? So resonance is like a bucket, hyperconjugation is like a mug. So resonance will win if it is compared with hyperconjugation. Okay, let us study this free radical halogenation. Just keep going through the notes. Okay, slowly you will get what is happening. See, if you see the questions and you start doing it, I guess the only part that you are saying I'm not getting this because you got low marks. That is right, Mariam?
Yes, sir.
And you attempted to study it yourself?
Yes.
Yes, Mariam, did you attempt to study yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, if you have studied, then slowly you will be getting. Okay. Now, free radical halogenation, I'm just revising a bit of free radical halogenation. Okay. So in free radical halogenation, as you can see in your notes that we saw that it is free radical halogenation, and the intermediate here is a free radical. Okay. So if we have alkanes, in alkanes, we saw that in alkanes, order of reactivity, or I should say rate of reaction. Rate of reaction, what did we see? 3 degree is greater than 2 degree and 2 degree is greater than 1 degree. Okay, this much we did, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
Now tell me, for example, I have this kind of halogenation, and we have also seen the problem with this type of halogenation is that it gives a, what does it give? What is the problem with this kind of preparation of haloalkane?
Free
Take your notes
radical.
and sorry, what is the problem with this type of, it gives dash product, it gives dash products, I should say dash of products.
Mixture.
Yes, mixture of products, and we need only one kind of product when we are synthesizing something. If you want something, like if you want to prepare tea, then you want to prepare only tea, not any other thing with itself. Same is with chemistry, that we want to prepare a particular product, not a mixture of product. Okay, fine. So, and we will see only one of the product. For example, if I say CH4 and free radical halogenation, that means I am giving it Br2, for example, and then I am giving it H mu. What is H mu? It is light, and we know that for free radical halogenation we can use any one of those. Okay, heat, electricity, light, or peroxide. Okay, and this is what this is, light. In this, first of all, we will get CH3Br, and whenever you are asked a question about this type of reaction, you will make only this product. Okay, you don't make further products in the examination. NCERT has followed this type of pattern, but they have stated also that it gives a mixture of product, but in reaction, if they ask you in question, you will write the first product that you get. Okay, so for example, if I say CH2, and here we have CH3. Okay, so as you can see here, here we have two different type of CH bonds. Let me show you like this. We have CH2, then we have CH3. So in this, what happened? One CH bond broke, and we got a CBr bond. Okay, and one of the extra product is here HBr. Fine. So here also there are two CH that can be broken. Okay, there are two CH that can be broken. There is one, this CH, these CH, that is just after the benzene ring, or you have these CH. Okay, both can be broken, correct, right or wrong? I mean, if we are having a free radical halogenation, this CH bond can also be broken. Let me just highlight it like this. This CH bond can also be broken, and this CH bond can also be broken. Am I right or wrong? Do you agree with this much, or don't understand this much?
So I didn't get it.
So
Me
you don't
too.
get it.
Me
Okay,
too,
fine.
sir.
So, for example, to make this, for example, I should take carbon, hydrogen. Okay, so the basic idea was, for free radical halogenation, we have to break a CH bond, and then we add a Br. Okay, so here what I am doing, so you will get something like this also sometimes, Br2 and slash H mu. That means we are adding Br2 in the presence of light. So here also you will get free radical halogenation. Now, let us take this idea that we can have this product also. How many isomers of this product can we make? CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. Can we make this product?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And also, can we make this product? Wait a second. CH, Br, CH3. Can this product also be made? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Also, now this product that we are making, that is the first product, and this is the second product. So the first product free radical will look something like this, correct? And the second product free radical will look something like this.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. If you see the notes now, I mean, it has been so late, that is why you are not picking up very fastly, because we have done this. Now you tell me which of them is more stable. This is 1 degree, this is 2 degree. Which is more stable?
2
2
degree.
2 degree is more stable. That means this particular CH bond that is here, it is more easy to break than this particular CH bond. Why? Because the CH bond that is 2 degrees, that is making 2 degree free radical is more stable, and this CH bond is making 1 degree free radical, which is less stable. Now you tell me which will be major product here. Major will be this one, the second one, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now always see that. Now you tell me fastly, what is the hybridization of these carbons A, B, and C? What is the hybridization of these carbons? How to check the hybridization?
Count the
get the,
number of bonds.
count the number of bonds, or you can another thing that you can do is count the number of surrounding atoms. For example, this carbon atom here, the carbon atom which we have, a carbon atom, it has this surrounding atom, this surrounding atom, this surrounding atom, and this carbon as surrounding atom, correct? So there are 4. So what will be the hybridization? The hybridization is sp3. This is also sp3, and this is also
sp3.
sp3. Okay, so now when it is sp3, that means all of them are all of the CH bonds can be broken, because we are doing what? From alkanes. So alkane is what? sp3 carbon atom. Now let us move on to the example that I was trying to show, that is of a benzene ring. So this benzene ring is here, and we have CH2, hydrogen here, and we have, okay. Now this benzene also has hydrogen. Correct? This benzene
So-
also has hydrogen. Yes, tell me.
A very basic question I'm asking. Why do we call it benzene ring?
Why do we call it?
Benzene ring.
Why do we call it benzene ring? I mean, I don't know. There could be some reason about its nomenclature. I mean, it is a factual question. I don't know. Maybe there could be some reason why we call it benzene. For example, we call it alkane. Why do we call it alkane? Why do we call it alkene? So IUPAC has given some names for some different compounds. That is why, for example, this is known as toluene. This is known as phenol. But why it is called phenol and why it is called toluene? I didn't get the question exactly. I mean, I don't know about the reason why we call it benzene, but is there any reason that you know?
No.
No, but okay, fine. Then are you finding some logic behind that? Why we call it benzene?
No, sir. It's simply out of curiosity. Leave it there, sir. It's okay, fine.
Okay. Do you have any other curiosity, like why we call it methane and ethane, propane, those two?
I have asked that I have asked that to my 9th standard chemistry teacher.
What did
That's
he
the
say?
first time I heard that.
I mean, there are some reasons, but it is no good reason as why I'm called Salim and why you are called Fatima, because those are just names. For example, I guess methane, that is There's something to do with, it has something to do with ants, I guess. And because ant has, no, not methane, I guess propane or something. It is some gas which is which ants follow, and that is why they have this kind of chain. They identify that gas, that propane, and ants are called some propion or something in some different languages. So you will get etymology in Google also, but I don't know. Maybe I should check next time why it is called benzene. You want the etymology, na? You know what is etymology?
No, sir.
Etymology is the finding the root words of each and everything. For example, why it is called India. So if you go back to back, then you will understand, okay, fine, there is one Indus River, and the civilization which is surrounded at Indus River, it was known then as India. And from there, we came to be known as the Indian subcontinent. So there must be some kind of etymology in benzene also. Okay. So in this benzene, we have three different kinds of hydrogen. The first type of hydrogen is this one. That is this hydrogen. Then we have a different hydrogen that is here. And then we have different hydrogen which is here. There are three different kinds of hydrogen that can be broken. But the first thing about this red kind of hydrogen is that it is joined to which? Tell me, what is the hybridization here?
SP3.
Of this carbon?
sp2.
sp2. See, sigma bonds. You count the sigma bonds. 1, 2, 3. Or you count the surrounding atoms. 1 atom, 2 atom, 3 atom. So this will be sp2. Correct? That means we cannot break this because we are not. Now, if it is sp2, that means it is alkene. And if it is alkene, we are not preparing from alkene. What we are preparing for? From alkenes. That is why this yellow highlighted and this blue highlighted carbons, the CH bonds here, they can be broken easily when we are preparing from alkanes. Now, we will get two different types of, first I will make the free radical. That is Br2 in the presence of H nu. Then we will get either this free radical, and we can also get a 1 degree free radical here. Now you tell me which one is more stable?
First one.
First one.
First one is more stable, and then second one, because here we have resonance. As you can see, resonance is there, right? Rather than 2 degree, it is also resonance stabilized. As you can see, A double bond B, single bond C, and C has a free radical. A double bond B, C, single bond, free radical. Okay. So here the major product will be what? The major product will be Br. Okay. Now, if I move further on and I generalize the rate of reaction, generalize the rate of reaction for free radical halogenation of alkane. Okay. So in this, we will get first of all the benzylic free radicals, the free radicals which are just attached to the benzene ring. This is known as benzylic. And this is almost equivalent to this type of free radical. I hope you remember this name. If I write it, allylic. We have learned about allyl bromides, right? Allyl halides, correct? So this is, next is allylic. Now these are equivalent in energy, equivalent in stability, because they are both resonance stabilized. Then after that we will have, and this is greater than 3 degree. Then after that we will have 2 degree. Then we will have 1 degree. Then after this we will have, if we have, for example, if I want to break this bond, CH2 free radical. If you make something like CH2 free radical, CH2, and you had CH2, now it is CH free radical, then this will be very low, very least stable. Why it will be least stable? Because this is sp2, and we know that In electronegativity, sp3 is least electronegative. Then you have sp2, which is more electronegative. Then we have sp, which is the highest electronegative because of the increase in s character. As we increase the s character, the tendency to pull electrons increases. Now, if we are pulling electrons, that means electronegativity is increasing. And free radical is electron deficient. It wants something that gives electron to stabilize it. Now here what CH2 is doing, it is attracting the electron, pulling the electron, and hence what is happening, it is becoming low and low stable. Then after that we have this. Okay, now one thing that I would tell you is that you don't have to remember each and everything here. The most important part is this much. Till here is important. Okay, that comes in your examination, and these are just, you can add as extra points. Okay, if you are asked a question, a short note, give a short note on free radical halogenation of alkane, then if you give these two examples also in the rate of reaction, then you will get some extra points also. And most of the students generally most important is this one. Okay, now you can note this down. The previous ones are just examples. Okay, note this down. Then we will learn how to make haloalkanes from alkenes. You can raise the hand when you are done. How was Eid, by the way?
Boring.
Why?
Yes.
You were not able to, you didn't go anywhere. I too went everywhere. I mean, we are a very small village, and what about Fatima? Fatima, did you go anywhere? You are in India, I guess.
Yeah, I went to my cousins and family, relatives.
Okay, relatives. So, for example, me and Fatima actually had good Eid, I guess. I went everywhere. I mean, we even had. Okay, no, I cannot say a few things because. Okay, fine. It is lockdown. Now this gets recorded. But I went everywhere because we don't have much corona cases here. And hopefully, maybe people will get vaccinated soon also.
So, where are you from?
I am from Jharkhand. You know where is Jharkhand?
No, sir.
No, you don't know where is Jharkhand.
No.
In India.
Sad. Okay, fine. Do you know this guy?
Yeah.
Where is he from? Do you know? You
I
don't know
don't
that. Actually, you don't know that. I mean, okay, I'm not blaming. Okay, fine. He's also from Jharkhand. He's from Ranchi. If you have you heard Jamshedpur or Tata? The company Tata, man, it originates from Jamshedpur, which is in Jharkhand.
Yeah,
Did I ring any bells? Did it ring
Yeah,
any bells or not?
Yes.
I'm bad at geography.
What, Maria?
I don't know anything about India so much.
Achha, you don't know anything. You have not studied anything. I mean, you are from childhood, you are studying in Bahrain only.
No, I've studied, but not too much. Like in the map, I just randomly put places.
Okay. But if you have learned some kind of geography, in geography or economics, there are some parts in which they tell you
yes.
what is the best place to build up factories and all.
Yeah, I did not study that chapter. It's
So
very
you did not
hard.
study. Okay, fine. Okay, so Tata Jamshedpur is in Jharkhand only, I guess. What I can say, man, there is one city which is known as, do you know this? Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
You have heard of this? Is also in Jharkhand.
Oh, there was some series in Netflix
There
about.
is one movie after that. This has become very famous. Then there are many mines here. Okay, fine. Too much of Jharkhand. You know what is Kshetravad?
What is?
Kshetravad.
No.
I mean, it is regionalism.
Oh.
I mean, being biased towards region, not religion, region. So when you asked about Jharkhand, so you picked on that particular Kshetravad in me, and I started just bragging about Jharkhand. Okay, let us move on to haloalkanes. Have you completed this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess everyone has completed. Now we will make haloalkanes and haloarenes from alkenes. We have done with alkanes. We will make from alkenes. Okay, this is very important. From alkenes. Okay, from alkenes. How can we make from alkenes? In this, what we do, we have an alkene. Let me take a simple alkene like this, a generalized alkene, C double bond C plus HX plus HX. Okay, so what do you think? What will happen first? Example now here, tell me. Now what I'm doing, see, now this is very, very, very interesting now. How to start a reaction? There are some reactions in which I can, I mean, you can teach anyone how to start a reaction. What I say is, out of the following reagents, Amalya, you will tell me, which you will never eat. I mean, for sure, you will never touch it also. Which one of these react? We have alkene and we have HCl. Amalya, I'm waiting.
Alkene.
For sure, which you will not touch. For sure, you will not touch that. Okay, I cannot hear you. Is Amalya thinking? Okay, she has. Okay, Mariam will not eat alkene, but Mariam, you will eat HCl.
Not eat. It's
Then?
already in our body.
It's already in your body. But have you ever seen HCl?
Yeah, it's very strong.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, alkenes, you daily eat alkenes. Those polyunsaturated oils that you have now, those are all alkenes. Oil is just oil that you refine oil that we use now. Sarso tel, refined tel, those are all alkenes and alkanes.
Okay.
You always eat alkenes, but HCl, that is an acid, you will never eat. I hope you can agree with that, because we eat alkenes every day. HCl, which we have, HCl is an acid and we will not eat. So the most reactive substance here is HCl. The most reactive substance is HCl here. And for HCl, I can say it is H plus and Cl negative. Now let me show you how HCl is. HCl is like this. Cl, I can write delta negative, I can write delta positive. Fine. Now in the other reactant, as you can see, there is this pi bond. I can say this is what? Electron source. Now from electron source, I am moving to electron sink, that is H plus. Okay. Now there comes a question now. This H plus will be, now as soon as I give H plus the electrons, this Cl negative will take its electron from the HCl bond. Okay, because hydrogen cannot have two bonds. Now when I'm shifting this, what will happen? I can make anywhere the bond. I can make, for example, C, and hydrogen. And this is positive charge, because this carbon initially had 4 bonds. Now it just has 3 bonds. That is why it has gained a positive charge. Till here, everyone is fine. Then after that, we have here Cl negative. Now Cl negative is an electron source. It will attack on the carbocation that we have, and we will form hydrogen and Cl. Okay, so this is what? This is addition from alkenes, and what we are doing, adding hydrogen halide. Adding hydrogen halide. Okay, so it is pretty simple, but wait a second, don't write this now. Let me show you the mechanism. This is for unsymmetrical alkenes. For unsymmetrical alkenes, in here there was no problem. Both of the carbons are same. I can put hydrogen anywhere and I will be getting the same product. But for unsymmetrical alkene. This alkene that we have here, this is propene. In propene, this carbon and this carbon, these two carbons are different, because if I get products, let me give you products. If I add hydrogen here, then we will get positive charge. And if I add hydrogen here, then we will get a positive charge here and the hydrogen here. Did you get this much? Or should I show all of these steps that we did here?
Got it.
Got it? There are two chances, though there are two probabilities that H plus, if I add, then I can get either as a primary 1 degree or as a secondary carbocation. Now tell me which one of them is more stable, 1 degree or 2 degree?
Secondary, 2 degree.
2 degree, okay. Now what will happen? 2 degree is,
Degree.
see everyone, you know the answer. 2 degree is more stable. Then next step is what? Addition of Cl negative. Cl negative is here, or Cl negative will attack in this carbon. And if you have Cl negative here, Cl negative will attack on this carbon. Okay. Now both of these carbocation will be formed, but we will get 2 degree carbocation as a major product, and hence we will get two product, that is, this will be minor, and we will also get this Cl, this will be as major product. Okay. Now this particular addition of unsymmetrical alkenes, addition in unsymmetrical alkenes is determined by Markovnikov's rule, as we say. Okay, now Markovnikov's rule, it is important, but Markovnikov's, but it is not something as a rule, because it is just a deduction which of the carbocation is more stable. Now, what is the Markovnikov rule? It says that when unsymmetrical alkenes, when unsymmetrical alkene is reacted with hydrogen halide, then first what happened? The hydrogen is attached to that carbon which has more number of, where is hydrogen attached? I mean, which is the major product? Hydrogen, when it is attached as the carbon which has already more number of hydrogen atom, more number of hydrogen atom. So when we had propene here, let me make propene once again. We had CH3, CH, double bond, CH2. Now this CH2, this had more number of hydrogen atoms, and when we added the hydrogen at the carbon where there is more number of hydrogen atom, we got the major product. Okay, we got the major product. Now you can start writing from here. To alkene gives haloalkane. You can raise your hand when you are done writing this. So in your school, now you would be having 2 batches of 12th standard, correct?
Yes, sir.
Weird times. I hope you won't have 3 batches of 12th standard. I mean, do you talk with your seniors?
No.
Okay, no. Okay. So don't have, I mean, what about previously when you had offline schools? Then
Same.
same. Okay. Is it, do you have like, I have some cousins in Qatar. They have Indian school, and in that Indian school, they have students, and there are sections in each class, for example, up to O, J, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Is that
Yeah,
same?
in our Indian school, the one in Bahrain, we have till Y.
Till
But in
Y?
our school, yeah,
In our school, it is
our
ABC.
school only till C or D.
Just see
Yes.
now that is quite Indian, because in India also we have. I was in Jamia. Do you know Jamia Millia Islamia?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Delhi.
So yeah, Delhi. I did my schooling also from there, from 9th standard. That is, I mean, not most people. Do you know about that? That they give schooling also?
Yeah.
No.
So you don't know.
Yes.
Okay, many people don't know that. So in Jamia you can study from nursery to PhD. I mean, it has everything. Even very small, little kids also come in school. There is one nursery. So in Jamia we had till E, I guess, if I remember correctly. And E, there was one batch with computer science and maths. There was one more batch with maths and bio, those kind of thing. But till E only, 11th, 12th standard. In 9th, I guess we had till F. I mean, that was also very huge, because going from a very small village, we just had only one class. And then I went to Jamia Millia Islamia. There I saw up till F. I was like, "Oof, so much students." Okay, everyone is done. Then start writing the
Yes, sir.
for unsymmetrical alkene. Now
So do
don't
you
remember.
want?
Yes, tell me.
So do you want the question for the test that we had?
You can send me.
Okay.
Let me guess one question. Did you had a question like why thionyl chloride and alcohol is preferred for the preparation of haloalkanes?
No, sir.
No. You had from preparation, na? You had from preparation of haloalkanes, I guess. Okay. Fatima and Amalia is done. Mariam, are you done? Sanya is done.
1 second.
Okay. Done, Mariam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Also, one more thing that you should remember is Markovnikov rule is important. They will ask Markovnikov rule directly. They can ask Markovnikov rule, but when you have Markovnikov rule, always remember that you have to give an example also. And when you give an example, you have to tell that this 2-degree carbocation is more stable than 1-degree carbocation. That is why the hydrogen is added to the carbon which is having more number of hydrogen atom. Okay, this is just a trick to remember, but what is going back in chemistry, you should also know that. I mean, obviously you know, because you answered this, and after that we wrote Markovnikov rule. We have derived the Markovnikov rules from this example. Okay, now let us move on to another. Did you send, Maria? Have you sent it? Okay, yeah, okay, I have got that. Fine. Let me see one question. I mean, I cannot resist seeing the question. IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature. Okay. Okay. The region has low boiling point. Identify secondary. I mean, this is. I guess the IUPAC nomenclature question is from NCERT only. This is in examples. The first question, I guess this is in examples. Then you have 3-chloro-2-methyl-pente. I mean, it is IUPAC nomenclature, not so much of a haloalkane and haloarine. The second one is important. The fourth question is, okay, how will you bring about the following conversion? Ethanol, chloroethane, ethane to ethane. Am I
That
reading
was
it right?
by mistake, teacher.
Okay, so you have to prepare ethane to
1
Ethene.
second.
ethene.
Yes.
Ethene. But
Yeah.
ethene to ethene. Then
That
you
was
had
the
only
question.
told D. No idea. Okay, fine. You will learn all those numbers. These were easy. I mean, if this ended now, when the chapter will end, you will be like, oh, I don't knew this from my
Sir,
childhood
Amalia
only.
put up
It's so
in the
easy.
chat the spellings.
Ethene to ethane. Okay, and if they have asked this without teaching you the, have they taught you elimination reaction? Okay, they must be also referring to the 11th standard organic chemistry. Okay, fine. Then maybe it is okay to ask that question. But if they have said that only preparation of haloalkanes is coming, then that question is not good question. I mean, it is not up to from the syllabus. Fine. Let us move on to our next. That is reaction of alkene with HBr in presence of peroxide. Now, as soon as you saw peroxide, what should come in your mind?
Helper.
Helper. So helper, that means it is free radical halogenate, free radical. Okay. As soon as peroxide, you will remember, okay, fine, free radical will be there somewhere. Free radical will be there somewhere. Okay, now I guess you must not be knowing what is peroxide. Peroxide. Do you know of this compound H2O2, hydrogen peroxide?
Yeah,
Yes.
the one which we store in colored bottles.
Yeah, exactly. Colored bottle. It is very reactive. I mean, it can react even with moisture. And if you can get hydrogen peroxide, get it from I guess what I can say, pharmacy and all, pharmacy chemist shop. Okay, because have you heard of this black fungi infection that is going on in India? Yes, no?
Yes.
And
Yes.
this H2O2, it is antifungal. So if you rub your surfaces where you put hands usually, then it will be good. If you buy this H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, it is cheap also. It is very cheap. I mean, hydrogen peroxide, na, I don't know. Usually, boys, they go out, run here and there, and they cut their knees. So when when you clean that wound, then hydrogen peroxide is also used to clean wounds, so that no fungal infection goes there. Okay, fine. Reaction of peroxide. So
Does it
H2O2 is
have a
like this.
color?
No, it is just like water, but very volatile. It means like if you touch somewhere, it will say like you will hear this sound and it will just vanish, evaporate. It is very volatile. It is just like water, nothing else. Now H2O2 is like this, O, and H. But here in organic chemistry, we use organic peroxide. So organic peroxide is nothing. What do? We just remove these H's and we add R. What is R? Any alkane, any alkyl groups. Okay, any alkyl group. So if you have methyl peroxide, so what will be the formula? You will have CH3, O, CH3. If you have ethyl peroxide, Then you will have what? You will have CH3,
C2.
CH2. Yeah, that too also you can say C2H5 and then O, then C2H5. Correct? So this is
Yes.
peroxide. This is peroxide. Now let us look at the reaction, how the reaction will happen. As I have said that peroxide is very reactive, very reactive. In the reactants, what do we have? We have an unsymmetrical alkene. Then we have HBr. And in the presence of what? In the presence of, now I'm writing here, ROOR. Now in this, peroxide is very reactive. Peroxide is very reactive. So here what will happen? Here we will have R. The mechanism is like this. Mechanism RO, O and R. Now what happens? This breaks. The OO bond breaks and we get RO free radical plus RO free radical. The next step is RO free radical. It reacts with the reactive reagent, that is HBr. Now what happens here? This RO, it gives 1 electron. This HBr, from this HBr we get 1 electron from hydrogen, and this ROH makes a bond and Br gets removed like this. So we have R and OH, O and H has formed a bond, so it is ROH now, plus we have Br free radical. Plus we have Br free radical. Now comes the interesting part. The interesting part is that our alkene that we have here, and we have Br free radical. A free radical reaction, single-headed arrow. So either the Br can add, now Br is adding, okay? Now remember that Br is adding, a Br can add to this carbon, or we can add Br free radical to this carbon. And if we add to this carbon here, the bond will break and we will get free radical like this. Okay, and here we will get free radical. I mean, the carbon in which bromine is adding, in that bromine is adding the other alkene carbon, in that we will get a free radical like this. If Br is added here, we will get free radical here. Now, if Br is added in the central carbon, we will get the free radical here. Okay, now you tell me, both of them are free radical. This is 2 degree, this is 1 degree. Which is more stable?
2 degree.
2 degree is more stable, and hence we will get the major product from 2 degree only. We will get the major product from 2 degree. Okay, now let me write. This will be major. This will be minor. Okay, now we will have, now what will be there? Now we will again have HBr like this. Now this free radical will add to HBr in this fashion, and Br will again get removed. So we will get Br. We will get 1 degree Br and hydrogen here. And if we add the same thing, then we will get hydrogen here and bromine here. Now this is major. This is minor. Okay. Did you get this?
Yes.
No? You got it. What about others? Fatima is silent. Sania is also silent.
Yes, sir, got it.
You got it? Okay, fine. Now also remember one more thing. Here, what is the difference if we add peroxide? As you can see, I can summarize like this. I can do the reaction of plus HBr in 2 ways. Now I'm writing here nothing, and I'm writing here peroxide. So in the first case, what will happen? We will get Br in the center. If I add peroxide, then I will get Br at the terminal carbon. Okay, at the terminal carbon. And the first addition is known as what? Markovnikov's addition, and this is known as anti-Markovnikov. Anti-Markovnikov addition. Okay, now copy this slide, then after that you can copy the next one. Yes, Amalya is done. Okay, only Fatima is remaining. Amalya, is there any problem with your mic? You used to speak, now you have gone silent. I guess there will be some. Okay, Fatima is also done. You can write this, and now I'm writing the anti-Markovnikov's rule. You can write with me. You have known, now you know what is the consequence of anti-Markovnikov rule. This would be anti-Markovnikov's anti. Anti-Mark. Wait a second. Anti-Markovnikov's rule. In this, what is happening? In this, when peroxide is used, in hydrohalogenation of alkene, then what happens here? Hydrogenation of alkene, the halide is added to that carbon which has more number of hydrogen atoms. Okay, more number of hydrogen atoms. Raise your hand when you are done with this one also.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, what's the difference between Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule?
In Markovnikov's rule, we are saying that hydrogen is added to that carbon which has more number of hydrogen. Now in anti-Markovnikov rules, we are telling that halide is added to that carbon which has more number of hydrogen atoms. Got it?
Yeah, okay.
The only difference is there we are adding halide first, and here we are adding the halide first. Sorry, the hydrogen first in Markovnikov, halide first in anti-Markovnikov's.
Okay.
Now, this was also in your 11th standard, by the way, but we didn't have time. And let us do some questions. Okay, let us do some questions. Fine, I think, okay, yeah. So, from alcohol. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now questions. For questions, you have a very generic question. For example, you have something like this. HCl. Okay. No, sorry, not HCl here. Plus HCl. Plus HCl. Then what will be the product? Okay, then what will be the product? And for example, if you have, okay, I mean, I'm sorry. Okay, fine. Let us do that. Do this afterwards. Let me give you some easy ones. Otherwise, you will be like, sir, padhate hain A, B, C, and he asked alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, let us start with some easy ones. The most easy one is the one that you have already done. HBr. Write the major products. Question is, write major products. First question is this. Then you have to write the major product for HBr in the presence of peroxide. Then you have HCl. I hope this is, wait a second. Then HCl. Okay, do these questions, then let me, you have to just make the major product. Okay, not interested in the minor products. Now I can give you a bit tougher ones. For example, you have CH2, then C, then CH2. If I add HBr here, plus HBr in the presence of peroxide, then you have this question. HBr peroxide. Okay, so let me start with Mariam. Mariam, you just tell me Markovnikov addition or anti-Markovnikov addition. Okay, and after that you can make the product very easily. So first of all, tell me, is there peroxide or no peroxide?
No
The first
peroxide.
question, no peroxide. That means Markovnikov and anti-Markovnikov.
Markovnikov.
Markovnikov. Okay. For the next one,
Anti-Markovnikov.
anti-Markovnikov. Okay. Now, Fatima, you tell me for the first, this is 1, 2, third one. Third one, what will be there? Markovnikov or anti-Markovnikov?
Markovnikov.
Markovnikov. Okay.
Markovnikov.
And the fourth one?
Anti-Markovnikov.
Anti-Markovnikov. Okay, fine. I will come to this third and fourth after Sania. Sania, you tell me now. Fifth one, Markovnikov or anti-Markovnikov? Just first tell me, if there is no peroxide, that means it is Markovnikov. Okay, because as you can see here, in anti-Markovnikov we use the word peroxide. When peroxide is used, no peroxide is used, that means it is Markovnikov addition. What about this one? Sixth one?
Anti-Markovnikov.
Anti-Markovnikov. Okay, fine. Now, Amalya, you tell me for the next two.
Markovnikov.
Okay. And then?
Anti-Markovnikov.
Arif, can you ask your friend to speak a bit loudly, please?
Yes, sir.
Can you again tell why? I mean, your voice is so low. Is she like that only, Mariam, or is she? I mean, some people are just like in class and all, they are very silent, but when the class ends and with their friends, they are very loud. Is that same, Mariam?
Yes, she is little, like she's panicking a bit. That's it.
I mean, why? Is this not a safe environment? I hope I make it very safe in the sense like I don't scold and all. Do I scold? हम डांटते हैं क्या कभी?
No.
Exactly. Okay, fine. Now you can make the products.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So
I
she's
hope
a
you-
silent person. She don't really speak so much.
Okay, fine. Now Amalia doesn't
That's
understand
not
Urdu.
true.
That's not true, she is saying. Fatima, you have wrong information.
So she's usually silent in class.
Mariam
Yeah.
says she's not.
In
She's usually
with friends, she will be very speaking and all that, but in class, she's so silent.
I mean, I can understand that. Now, Amalia will be like, तुम लोग मेरे बारे में तक क्यों बात करते रहते हो? After the class. Now she is very silent. But after the class, she will scold both Mariam and Fatima. But for Amalia, I hope somebody can translate this. There is one share in that the Shire says. Share is just poetry, if Amalia can understand. It goes something like that. ये खामोश मिजाजी तुम्हें जीने नहीं देगी. Have you heard this one? Anyone?
No.
No. Okay. ये खामोश मिजाजी तुम्हें जीने नहीं देगी. Let us add the name Ghalib. Like when if a poet, Urdu poet says a share, if he wants or she wants to add a name in that, they usually add their name. I mean, they are addressing themselves. Like Ghalib is saying to himself, खामोश मिजाजी तुम्हें जीने नहीं देगी Ghalib. इस जहां में जीना है तो कोहराम मचा दो. It is like it can be roughly translated to like this: silence will not let you live. Ghalib, he's telling to himself this what I can say, this introvertness that you have, it will not let you live. This world will not let you live in introvertness. If you have to live in this world, you have to make it loud. I mean, that was for Amalia.
Yes, sir. Right.
Yes, sir. Sanya is like, yes, sir. True, sir. Is it true, Sanya?
Yes, I heard like something like this only.
So even you have heard
Yes.
something like that. Sanya is from, I guess, more north, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I know Urdu. I talk
You
Urdu.
know. Achha, you know Urdu. Okay. What do you all speak, Mariam? Fatima, what do you speak at home? Malayalam only?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. What about Mariam?
Sir, you know what is Kachi?
Kachi. No, I don't know. Oh,
Have you heard
Kachi.
of Run of Kutch in Gujarat?
I have heard of that.
Yeah, so we are from there. We speak Kachi.
Okay, but is it something like a derivative of Gujarati?
Kind of. It's a
Kind of
mixture of so many languages.
Okay. But major influence of Gujarat. What about Sanya says Urdu, I guess. Sanya, Urdu?
I know
Yes, sir.
Malayalam also.
Urdu.
Mariam knows Malayalam?
Yeah, little, not too much.
Oh, that much. So I also know Cheta and all. I know only Cheta. I have heard.
No, like I can understand if somebody talks to me
How come?
because my family is living in Kerala now. So I was there for 5 years.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense. That perfectly makes sense. We're done with these questions. How many? Do you have any doubt in some question? Then tell me. I will refer to that. No doubt. Done.
Not done.
Not done. Okay,
Doing,
fine.
sir. Yes.
Doing. Okay,
Doing.
which question are you doing? Sanya, tell me. Where are you?
First one, sir.
First? Seriously, please don't say that.
Yes, sir.
First one, we have done already. Markovnikov, BR, anti-Markovnikov, terminal carbon.
Yes, sir. I wrote the questions. I wrote the answers and writing.
Okay, fine.
After that arrow. Yeah, sir.
Now see, if you are doing these type of questions, the first thing that you have to do, I can easily answer all of those questions because the teachers are habituated. But when I was in 12th standard, what I used to do, I used to show all the hydrogens where the reaction is taking place. So now we are dealing with alkenes. That means I will show all the hydrogen of alkenes. Let me mark it with red and show there will be one hydrogen here. Now here will be two hydrogens like this. Similarly, one hydrogen here and two hydrogen like this. This will be having one hydrogen each. This will also be having one hydrogen each. Now, in the fifth question, we will be having one hydrogen here and two hydrogens here. Remember that you have to, the carbon has 4 bonds. Okay, the carbon has 4 bonds. Now, in this also, we will have one hydrogen here. And then we will have, let me erase this positive sign, and two hydrogens here. Hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay. Now, what does this do? This helps you recognizing which place the Br will be adding. Here we will have alkene. We have one hydrogen only here. There is no hydrogen here because we have already made it, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 bonds. Okay, so this carbon, this alkene carbon, it does not have any hydrogen. So there is only one hydrogen here. Similarly, in the next question also, we will be having, okay, I'm marking this in red, so I should keep marking this in red. Okay, one hydrogen here. Okay, make this a habit that when you get any alkene, you show explicitly the hydrogens. Wherever the reaction is taking place, show the hydrogens. Okay, I guess the new student is gone because I was not even told about the new student. If you have any doubt, tell me that. I will do that question first. After that, we will do the other questions. Which question are you doing, Mariam?
Sir, I'm in fifth.
Fifth one, okay. Fine.
Sir, can you show the fourth one?
Fourth one, third and fourth one, na? There is
Yes,
something
sir.
fishy. I mean, it is smelling something fishy in third and fourth one. Okay, I mean, these are, this is nothing special. It is just that the Markovnikov, anti-Markovnikov doesn't really matter because both of the carbon have same number of hydrogen atoms. So even if you make a product like this, you add Br here and add the hydrogen here, and here you what you do, you just do the opposite. Nothing will matter here. H here and Br here. Okay. Now the way to differentiate is IUPAC nomenclature. What will be the name of this carbon? This particular haloalkene. If you start 1, 2, 3, 4, there is 4. That means it is butane. And second place has bromine. That means it is 2-bromo.
2-bromobutane.
Bromobutane. Okay. Now just this is butane. I'm writing here 2-bromobutane. What about this one? We'll start from 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is again what? 2-bromobutane.
2-bromobutane.
Okay. And also you should remember that. The peroxide, Markovnikov, anti-Markovnikov, it is only applicable for unsymmetrical alkenes, right? I've written
Yes.
earlier also unsymmetrical alkene. How will you differentiate between unsymmetrical and symmetrical alkenes? In symmetrical alkenes, number of hydrogens. If the number of hydrogen differ in one carbon and another carbon of alkene, that means it is unsymmetrical. If it doesn't differ, the hydrogen number are same, that means it is symmetrical. Okay, fine. Now do the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Eh?
Yes, tell me. Hmm?
Class
one?
ఏంటి అంటున్నా?
Mariam, can you translate?
She will do something after the class.
She will?
I'm sorry, sir. It was I didn't notice the mic was on.
Okay, it's fine. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Everyone is done. Now, let me show. This is Markovnikov. So this will be PR here. Sorry, CL will be here. Oh, here I should have added. Sorry for adding CL there. Should have added CL here. CL. And here we will be having H. Okay. Now, what about this one? It is peroxide. That means we will have and the on the terminal carbon. Correct? On the terminal carbon. Okay, now we will be removing this particular bond. And in this one, we have HCl, simple Markovnikov addition. So in Markovnikov, what happens? The hydrogen is added to that carbon which already has more number of hydrogen atoms. So here we will be getting 2 hydrogens. This bond will be broken and we will get Cl here. But in the presence of peroxide, we will get Br here. And the hydrogen is already present here. You can match your answers. If you have any doubt, if you have got wrong in any of them, then tell me, we will discuss that. No wrong, all correct?
So how did you do the
Seventh
seventh one?
Sorry?
7th one, sir. How did you got?
7th one, okay. Cl, and we have here hydrogen, okay. Oh, not Cl, sorry. Really sorry. Did I write Cl? No. Plus HCl. Plus HCl. Okay. So in this, what will happen? In this, what will happen? Tell me. Hydrogen and chloride. Now we have this carbon as alkene and this carbon as alkene. Let me make this red and let me make that is in black. Okay. Now you tell me which one is having more number of hydrogen atom, red or black?
Red.
Red is having more. And is peroxide present or absent?
Absent.
Absent. That means Markovnikov.
It will be followed.
Oh,
Markovnikov will be followed, right? So we will in Markovnikov, what happens? Hydrogen is added to that carbon which has more number of hydrogen. So in this, we will add hydrogen to
Chlorine.
the red one, correct? So if we have
yes,
added
sir.
to the red one, then we will get what? Then we will get a positive charge here, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then after that, we have what? Cl negative. Now what has happened? This alkene has shifted its bond here. This bond has been broken and we have got Cl negative. Okay. Now this Cl negative will come and attack to this carbon and we will get Cl. And here these are H. Okay. Understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, nothing new. This was or was there something new? Nothing new, no? Okay. Fine.
Nothing new.
Nothing. Okay. Now you got the eighth one correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this anti-Markovnikov is also known as two other names. Just now I remembered that I have to tell you that also. So if you have written this, then I will move back here and I will write this anti-Markovnikov rule is also known as what? It is also known as peroxide effect. And also it is known as Kharash effect. Oops, this is Markovnikov, no? Sorry, not Markovnikov. Anti-Markovnikov. Where was anti-Markovnikov? Here it is anti-Markovnikov. It is also known as peroxide effect. Peroxide effect. Okay. Write that down also. It is known as peroxide effect. There is also one name. It is known as Kharash effect. No, I am not really a fan of names. I mean, not really a fan of names because I hate factual things. And I hate more when people ask factual things. And what does it matter whether it is called anti-Markovnikov or Markovnikov or peroxide? Okay, fine. Peroxide makes sense because it has peroxide in that. Okay, fine. I can remember something like that. But what is happening behind the scenes, like what the chemistry that is happening behind the rule, that is more important. And people are like, tell me about Markovnikov rule and they become hero. Like why Markovnikov rule happens, one should understand that. And why anti-Markovnikov happens, that one should understand that also. Okay. Fine. Are you done with this one? Then I will give you one more question. Okay. This question is in NCERT and it is a very beautiful question. The question says that there is a hydrocarbon, and they have given the molecular formula. The molecular formula of this is C5H10. C5H10. They said that a hydrocarbon C5H10 does not react in dark. It does not react in dark, but gives a single monochloro compound C5H9Cl in bright sunlight. And then you have been asked identify the hydrocarbon. Okay. So the first thing is that we will show all the information in the form of reaction. So the solution is that there is C5H10. What they are saying? C5H10. And they are saying it does not react in dark, but gives a single monochloro compound C5H9 in bright sunlight. Okay. In bright sunlight. That means if we react this with Cl2 and in dark, there is no reaction happening. But if I react this C5H10 plus Cl2 in the presence of sunlight, then what I am getting? I am getting C5H9 Cl. Okay. Now tell me, Fatima, any reaction that comes to your mind by this information? Sunlight, from sunlight, do you get anything? No. Sunlight.
Loco.
Sorry. Yes, you were telling something. Just complete that.
Photosynthesis.
Oh my God, photosynthesis. I mean, why are you scaring with me with all this biology?
Glucose.
Glucose. No, not glucose. Glucose has oxygen also. You are just now. No, you have to be very systematic when you are identifying any compound. When you are identifying any compound, okay. So the first thing that we will do, we will look at this particular formula, C5H10. C5H10. Okay. Now, do you remember this word? Homologous series.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What is
sir.
homologous? What is homologous series? For alkane, alkenes, etc., you have homologous series, right? So what can be C5H10? Let me make an alkene from C5H10. Let me make C5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here there will be 3 hydrogens. Here there will be 2 hydrogen. Here there will be 2 hydrogen. 2 hydrogens here. 2 hydrogens here and 3 hydrogen here. So obviously this is C5. But how much hydrogen is there? 3, 3, 6. And here you have in between how much?
11.
6.
6, sir.
So total it is C5H12. So obviously it is not long chain alkane. So this is not our compound. This particular thing is not our compound. Okay, fine. What can be C5H10? C5H10 can be alkenes. Yes, it can be alkenes, for example, like this. Okay. We have H3 here, H2, H2. We have a hydrogen here and H2 here. So this will be what? There is how much is this? This is 10, I guess. C5H10, correct? Count the hydrogens rightly. C5H10.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
C5H10. Okay, this can be one of our. But what they have said is that it does not give reaction in dark. Now what can happen? I can react this particular compound with HCl in dark also. And what we will get? We will get the product that we got here, like this Cl, Markovnikov addition in dark. But they are saying it does not give any reaction in dark. It does not give any reaction. That means it is not alkene. Alkene show, I should write rather, can show reaction. Can show reaction in dark too. Okay. So C5H10 is not alkene. Okay, as it does not show any reaction in dark. So what can be C5H10? Now you have to use your creativity and say, okay, fine. The another thing which has same number of hydrogen atom as that of alkene is cyclic alkenes. As you can see, if I have this compound, there is 2 hydrogen here. All the carbon has 2 hydrogen. So this formula, the formula will be what again? C5H10, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? And we know that alkene, they won't give any reaction in dark and they give only reaction in light. That is helper. Helper is again, this sunlight is what? Sunlight is one type of light only, no? It is H nu. Sunlight is what? Sunlight is light only. And hence it is following what? Free radical halogenation. Now if I react this in dark, that is Cl2 plus dark, then it will give no reaction. But if I add Cl2 in sunlight, then what I will get? It will get, see, all of the hydrogens that I have here, all the 2 hydrogens, they are all same. They are all same. I mean, all the hydrogens, all the CH bonds are same. As you can see, there is no difference in any of the carbons and any of the CH bond. And hence what I will get, one of them will be broken. Only one of them will be broken and I will get a hydrogen like this. Now what is, oh, sorry, not hydrogen. I'm really sorry. I will get Cl like this. Okay. Now what is this? C5H9Cl. Okay. This is the way how you eliminate each and everything. First of all, you made what? Simple thing that you can, I mean, the first thing that comes in our mind for any hydrocarbon is what? Long chain hydrocarbons. So you made long chain hydrocarbons. Okay, fine. It is not long chain hydrocarbon. Why? Because there are 12 hydrogens. There are 12 hydrogens. Okay, fine. Then next, okay, fine. We have to reduce the hydrogens. That means we have to add double bond. If we add double bond, then for each double bond, we reduce 2. For each double bond, how many hydrogens we reduce? 2 hydrogens we reduce. I hope you have this idea that for alkane, what is the series for alkane? It is CH4. Then you have C2, H6,
6.
C3, then H8, C4, H10. For alkene, you have what? You will not have one digit. You will have for C2, C2H4. Then you will have C3, H6. Then you will have C4, H8,
H8.
C5, H10. Okay. So do you remember that if we add one double bond now, then we are removing 2 hydrogens. Okay. 2 hydrogens is removed in alkene. Simple hydrocarbons, if you are looking at hydrocarbon, if I add one double bond, 2 hydrogen, okay, fine. Then you move to C5H10. That is alkene. Then you said, okay, fine. But the condition that they have given is that it does not react in dark. It does not react in dark. But we know that alkenes can show reaction in dark if you do hydrohalogenation, Markovnikov, anti-Markovnikov, those type of reaction. Okay, fine. Then you eliminate this also. It is not alkene. It is not alkene. It is not an alkene. Then you move to the next thing that can happen. You can make cyclic alkanes. And if you make a cyclic alkane from long chain alkane to cyclic alkane, then again 2 hydrogens will be removed. 2 hydrogens will be less in cyclic alkane than in long chain alkane. And from that, you make out this particular compound, that the compound C5H10. C5H10 is cyclo. It is cyclopentane. It is cyclopentane. Okay. You are done. You have written this question. Then not written this question. Then write this question and raise your hand. Then I will move the next slide. Okay, fine. First of all, any questions?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Fine.
No, sir.
Okay, waiting for Amalia and Fatima. Okay, done, all of you. Write this now. Okay, by the way, if you when your teacher teach you with slides, I guess, in school, right, Mariam? They use slides.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you get those slides?
Yes, sir. They send it to us.
They send it to us. Okay. I mean, by this year, I am now things are changing. I don't know whether 12th standard boards and all, how it is going to happen. I don't know if they will say like internal assessment pe marks they do. I mean, give the student marks for internal assessment, and then the board marks will be the same. I don't know what how things will be.
So, but it will affect our total percentage, no?
So much it will affect very much, and it is also not fair because when you are giving internal assessment, you don't. I mean, obviously, no one was aware that it is going to be your board examination. I mean, it will be your board exams or the final marks examination. For obviously for 10th standard that has happened.
Yeah.
But 12th is tricky because after 12th you have to go to college, and marks matter then when you have to go to college. Most of the 10th standard student they stay in the same school. That is why it is not of so much concern, because things are handled internally. But in 12th it is like college, university, different things. Okay, Amalya is done. Waiting for Fatima and Sania. Okay, Sania is done. Fatima is also done. Fine. So there is one line. It is not very much importance for board examination, but you write that one note is that peroxide effect, okay, or anti-Markovnikov addition. Okay, peroxide effect is only applicable for HBr. Okay, HCl, HF and HI. These don't show peroxide effect. Okay, what does that mean? It means that if I have this particular compound and I react this with I'm reacting first of all here with peroxide and HBr, then obviously I will get Br at terminal position. But if I do the same reaction and I'm writing here peroxide and HX, where X is equal to fluorine or iodine, then I will get X in the middle carbon. Okay, now what is the reason? The reason is that free radical reaction for HF, HCl and HI is endothermic. That means it requires energy and hence not occur at room temperature. It's not occur at room temperature. Okay. Right. This last point, I have not seen any question in board examination, but at this part also in revision it will help. And some reaction, I don't know. You cannot take chances anywhere, no? You cannot take chances anywhere. But this question is one of the favorite question from Haloalkene chapter in your competition examination. In competitive examination, it is one of the favorite questions. Okay, Mariam is done. Waiting for the 3, Amalya, Fatima, and Sania.
Sir, I'm done.
Okay. Everyone done? Sanya is done. Waiting for Amalya. Amalya is also done. Next is a very simple reaction from alkene only. From alkene. But here, what do we have from alkene? The reaction is, first we saw addition of hydrogen halide. We have seen that. Okay, this is done. The next is addition of halogen. Okay, what is hydrogen halide? Hydrogen halide is HX. What is halogen? Halogen is H2. Halogen is H2. So if you have any compound like this plus H2, then you will get what? X here and X here. Okay, this is known as vicinal halide. Vicinity means in neighbor. Vicinity means neighboring. So both the halogens are neighbor to each other, so it is known as vicinal halide. Okay, so I will write addition of halogen, addition of halogens to alkene. Alkenes give vicinal halide. Okay, write this much. Then we will do preparation of haloalkanes from alcohol. Now the alcohol one is important. Alcohol one is important. Aniline to bromobenzene. Okay. Aniline to bromobenzene is easy. Samya is done. Okay, everyone done. Now you have from haloalkanes, preparation of haloalkanes from alcohol. Preparation of haloalkanes from alcohol. Okay, so in alcohol you have total of 6 reactions, but in 6 reactions there are 2 which are most important. 2 are most important, the first and the last one. So from alcohols you have the first reaction is ROH in the presence of HCl. If we add HCl, now with HCl I am adding ZnC, then I get RCl plus H2O. See, it's very easy. What is happening here? This OH negative is getting removed, Cl is adding. This is what delta positive, this will be delta negative due to electronegativity. H plus is delta positive, Cl is delta negative. What is happening here? OH negative is getting to H plus, Cl is getting to R, right? Electrophilic, nucleophilic sites. We will see the mechanism. Don't worry, I'm just writing these first of all these reaction. After that, we will look at the mechanism. NaOH plus NaBr plus H2SO4. It gives us what? It will give us RBr. Okay, alkyl, that is alkyl bromide. Then I will get NaHSO4 plus water. Third reaction is If I have 3 ROH and I react this with PX3, then I will get 3 moles of RX and plus H3 PO3. H3 PO3. Fourth reaction is with ROH. This alcohol is same in all of them. Then PCl5. If I react these two, then I will get RCl. RCl, then I will get POCl3 plus HCl. Fifth reaction is ROH. In the presence of ROH, in the presence of red phosphorus, I add the presence of red phosphorus, that P, I add X2, and I will get what? RX, and here X is equal to Br2 or I2, hai na? X2 is equal to Br2 or I2. The sixth one is most important, that is ROH plus SOCl2. This gives RCl plus SO2, and make this arrow upward, SO2, and you get what? HCl. Okay. Now write all these reactions in all of these reactions. The most important one is the first one and the sixth one. First one is also important from the practical and Viva point of view. And the sixth one, there is one question in NCERT which is usually asked for 1 or 2 marks. Let me know when you are done. I will discuss first of all the first reaction, the mechanism of first one. The mechanism of first one is important. Okay, here X is equal to Cl or Br.
Sir, the test fourth question, it is from here.
Yes. I mean, you can use any one of the any one of the reagents. You had to make what? You had to make ethanol to chloroethane. So the last reaction is very suitable for that. Ethanol, that is CH3, CH2, OH plus SOCl2. It will give us what? CH3, CH2. Okay, I've written one extra CH2. CH2 and Cl. So you made just one step. They have not written the marks. What is the marks for each of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How much?
Sir, I'm not sure.
So you're not sure. Okay. Are the teachers Indian or from some
Yes,
other country?
Indian.
Indian only. Let me know when you are done with this one. Done. Waiting for Fatima. Fatima done. Sanya also done. Okay. So first we will look at the reaction of alcohol, presence of reaction of alcohol and HCl in the presence of ZnCl2. Okay. The first one is reaction of alcohol with HCl in the presence of ZnCl2. Okay. Here what I am doing, here I am taking a second degree alcohol. Okay, second degree alcohol. The product I will make the product directly, that is OH plus HCl in the presence of ZnCl2. But I will get Cl here, and this is the product that I will be getting. Okay, this is what 1, 2, 3, that is prop. Okay, and we have in second position alcohol. So what will be the name? Propane 2 all. What will be the name here? It is 2-chloropropane. Okay, fine. 2-chloropropane. What is the mechanism here? The mechanism, it starts with our good old alcohol, that is OH. Okay, and first of all, it reacts with ZnCl2. What happens when it reacts with ZnCl2? You have to remember, whenever you get any, zinc is a metal. If you get any kind of metal, what metal is what metal? Here it is electron deficient. It will take some electrons. Okay, as you can see, Cl is what? Electronegative, and hence Zn will be what? Delta positive. I hope you can understand this much. That is Cl,
Yes.
Zn, Cl. This will be delta negative, and this is delta positive. What will happen? This OH will get a bond with Zn, and it will be like this. O, the H is here, and then a bond with Zn, and Zn has another bonds with Cl2. Now, when oxygen has 3 bonds, it will get a positive charge. It will get a positive charge. So as soon as it gets a positive charge, what it will do? It will break this bond and take the electrons of this bond, this CO bond, with itself, and it will form 2 products. That is a positive charge here, plus it will give addition product of ZnCl2, and here it is what? OH, and here ZnCl2 has a negative charge. Okay, here ZnCl2 is a negative charge. Now, the important part is that a carbocation is formed. Carbocation is formed. Okay, the first step, what happens? Carbocation is formed. Now, if we have a carbocation here, then we can easily figure out our next steps. That is, we can easily figure out our next step. That is this carbocation. It will react with HCl. In HCl, what is the delta positive, delta negative, and this is delta negative. So Cl negative will attack to this particular carbocation, and we will get what? Okay, that is 2-chloropropane. So the most important part of this reaction is that it is happening. The mechanism is happening via a intermediate carbocation. So the important point is the reaction occurs through a carbocation intermediate. A carbocation intermediate. Okay, so the rate of reaction, what will be the rate of reaction for different type of alcohol? The rate of reaction will be, first of all, 3-degree alcohols will have highest rate, then you will have 2-degree alcohols, then you will have the rate of reaction for 1-degree alcohols. Okay, now, this particular trend that is here, it is used now. This information here, it is used for the detection of primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol. This is known as Lucas test. Lucas test. 3-degree alcohol, when it reacts with HCl in the presence of ZnCl2, it gives what? It gives RCl immediately. Now for 2-degree alcohols, when it reacts with HCl in the presence of ZnCl2, it will give RCl, but in, or I should say after 5 to 10 minutes. What happens with 1 degree alcohol? 1 degree alcohol, presence of HCl and ZnCl2, it gives RCl. It does not give RCl at room temperature. So I would say like this, I will cut it here. No product at room temperature. Okay, now this RCl is formed as white PPT. That is why you can easily detect. Detection of functional group is a part of chemistry lab in 12th standard, and detection of functional group is organic functional group is a part of 12th standard chemistry lab, and that is why this is important. For 3 degree alcohol, if I react with Lucas reagent and this ZnCl, HCl and ZnCl2, these are in combination known as Lucas reagent. Okay, HCl in the presence of ZnCl2, this is known as what?
Lucas.
Reagent.
Lucas.
Reagent. Okay, so this is very easy to, alcohols are transparent, so you cannot detect. But if you add HCl, then in ZnCl2, in presence of ZnCl2, you will see white PPT immediately. That means it is 3 degree alcohol. But if you see white PPT after 5 or 10 minutes, then it is 2 degree alcohol. But if white PPT is not formed, that means it is not alcohol. Then what you do, you heat it a bit. If after heating, if you get, then you will say, okay, fine, it is 1 degree alcohol. So copy from, wait a second. Yes, copy from here.
This one.
Yes. You can start copying from the reaction of alcohol with HCl in presence of ZnCl.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have biology class now, so can you show me the slide? I'll take screenshots.
Okay, fine. All these slides or the next slide?
The next slide. Okay, sir.
Okay. Sanya is done waiting for others.
Can I
You
leave?
can leave. Yeah, you can leave, Maria.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, fine. Everyone is done. Done. Okay, fine. Waiting for Fatima. Fatima done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Everyone done. Fine. I'm ending the class now.
Yes.
In the next class, we will learn about some halogen exchange method. How we'll make one alkyl halide from another alkyl halide. Okay. So, for example, from chloroalkane to iodoalkane or fluoroalkane. Then we will also learn how to prepare haloarenes. Haloarenes, that is benzene involving haloarenes. Okay. Now I'm ending the